It's
Now it is
visible.
visible. Yeah.
Visible.
Yeah.
PPT also visible, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Can I start?
Yes.
Hello, good morning to everybody here. My name is Siddharth, and today I will going to deliver the seminar on the topic of basic of pattern recognition. Basic of pattern recognition. We human recognize a face, read handwriting, characters, understand words. We know that human are very intelligent person. They identify. They immunity power also very high. They can identify the all things. We take one example of human. We every day went to the department, we came to department, we will be see whatever the person face, we can easily identify. Suppose today I went to department, I seen some person, I easily understand, I can get a recognition of that person name and where they living, address, contacts, also something about that person we can recognize. Like that machine also we recognize. Here is a given handwriting character also recognize the machine and understanding words. Here given the task, read handwriting characters, given the machine to input character and output read. Suppose we given one task to the humans, given to the character, and according to the character they will be see that character and recognize to the brain, and brain will in the brain it will be processed, it will be checked, and similar pattern they give the output on the read, they will understand this character this. Like that second example, face recognition. We have already seen the face recognition whenever we see any person. If we have already seen that person, it can be you can identify that person. Otherwise we have newly see that person, it will be we know about that person, and when if known, we that understand that person and uh, identify. As similar to the machine take a input and produce desired output according to the task. Here is a given two example. Speaker recognition. In this speaker recognition, voice is the input and output of this person name. Suppose here is the one model of the machine learning. That model take a input of their voice, and according to that voice basis, they will be give the output of the person name. Means according to voice and voice based speech, and according to that basis they suggest that name of that person who's that speakers are the speaking. And second is the example, medical diagnosis. Medical diagnosis in the according to the symptoms basis, they can identify the disease, which disease is the have according to the symptoms basis. Here is the model of the machine learning. To that identify the take a symptoms in an input, and output they can produce disease. Definition of the pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is the act of taking raw data and making action based category of that patterns. This is the definition of the pattern recognition. Pattern recognition are the divided into two parts. The study of pattern recognition capability of human beings and other living organisms, like of biology and psychology, that can be consist of that in this part. And second type is the development of theory and technology, design, development, and performing given the re, uh, task and specific application, like the engineering and computers and artificial. We know that machine learning also, machine learning and artificial intelligence in also use that pattern recognition. Next is a in the information technology. In the information technology, pattern recognition is the branch of the machine learning that emphasize the recognition of the data, and it's a part of subdivision of the machine learning, but not a machine learning itself. Is that pattern recognition? Next is the pattern recognition are the divided into three parts: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and semi-supervised learning. Semi-supervised learning are the divided into two parts: classification and regression. Unsupervised learning are also divided into part clustering and association. So we will see the step by step of this diagram. Supervised learning is where input sorry for the interruption. In the supervised learning, we have no input data also present. Is my audio is audible? Anyone ping the message? Anyone unmute yourself?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, it is
because
audible.
call happened. That's why I said. Here is the supervised learning. Supervised learning in input data also present and output data also present, and we can say known as the label data. We can say also both of the data present, and according to basis we can perform. In the supervised learning, having the two parts: classification and regression. In that classification, when the probability of the output is the two values. In this probability have only two values, otherwise yes, otherwise no, head or tail, like that. Here is a yes or otherwise no, like that. Machine learning model have they can medical diagnosis, they seeing the disease have or not. At that time the machine learning model it will be give the output it disease have or not according to the symptom basis. And regression, when the probability of the output is more than two, like that example of the name of the speaker. At a time simultaneously two speakers are speaking. At that time a machine learning model take a input of both of, and according to samples they can pattern check, set of the pattern check, and according to basis they give the output. Unsupervised learning is the where and the input data X but not output. Here is the present input data also have, but output data are not present. At that time we can say unsupervised learning. Example of the some of incident script which cannot read. Suppose in the here is a in the PPT we have seen the English language here, but here we written in Arabic. We cannot understand that Arabic because that set of the patterns we don't have in our mind. But Amani foreigner students, they can understand that patterns because in the patterns have already set in the mind. That's why you can understand that things. Like that, incident script is the cannot read. Sorry for interruption, but hello.
Please continue.
is is a application of the pattern recognition lie detector, like that pattern has been changed, and some people are speaking truth or not, they speaking any lie. At that time we can use the model of the pattern recognition. Suppose any person is speaking a lie, at that time we can use that machine learning model so that they can um, uh, give the output of those person are speaking truth or not. And second is the handwritten digit and letter recognition. Letter recognition also they can read a language, natural language processing. Also they can robots also read the characters, but not like that humans brains also trained. That's why it will be not as well as. And next is a biometric, voice, erics and fingerprint and face they can also identify. speech recognition also it will be happen. Thank you so much. If have any question, so session is open for the question.
Nice presentation, Siddharth. Very good contents you have covered. Congratulations. Now the session is open for interaction or discussion. All are kindly requested to write your question in chat box, or you can ask through by making yourself unmute. No questions. Very good. Uh, what do you mean by semi-supervised?
Yeah. Semi-supervised means input data are present, but output data are present, but some missing part. Like that, we have seen linear regression. Some value are missing. As for that, in the output, some data are present and some data are not present. In that semi-supervised learning.
When we have to go for clustering of data.
Clustering of the data, whenever the group of the patterns, we can similar behavior, similar symptoms, we can collect at, and they can make a model that when we go for the cluster.
Okay. Thank you very much, Siddharth. Nice
Thank you, sir.
interaction. Yeah. Next presenter, please.
Okay.
Who is going to present next?
Good morning, sir. Myself, Pawan. I am going to present now.
Okay, very good.
अरे मग मध्येच काय झालं? मध्येच कोणता व्हिडिओ लागला होता, कॉलर आलता, व्हिडिओचा आवाज येत होता.
Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am going myself, Pawan Kandare. I am going to present machine learning with Python, how to load data or how to read CSV file using pandas and using Numpy. In this seminar, I am going to explain importance of Python in machine learning, consideration while loading CSV file in Python. We will learn how to load CSV file using NumPy, and we are going to learn then how to load file using pandas. This will I will practically do that in this session. Okay, so importance of Python in machine learning. If I want to say, if we think about Python, then Python is a open source programming language. There are so many predefined libraries in that. So we have not to go and write new code to implement something or to solve any problem. Here in Python, there are so many predefined files, predefined structures that we can directly use that. We can directly import that um, in our project or in our implementation and in our project, and we can implement that or uh, we can process our data using that file. Okay, and then next is consideration while loading CSV data. So when we are going to um, load CSV files, or we have to read any CSV file, I mean Excel file, in pandas or in using pandas or using NumPy, then we need to take care of our some time. We need to take care of some points like CSV file header. There are other file also, that XLSS, and that created by Microsoft Excel. But we have while we are considering CSV file, considering to load CSV file, we need CSV file. It means any file name .csv. The extension should be CSV file while loading data. Then if we put any comment in that CSV file, so that comment will indicate, Python will indicate that comment using hashtag in our file. Then delimiters. The standard delimiter that separate value field is comma. And if your file could use different delimiter like /t, in which case you must specify it explicitly. Okay. Uh, then quotes. Sometimes field value can have space in this CSV file. The values are often quoted. The default quote character is a double quotation mark, like we can see here. And other character can be used, and you must specify the quote character used in your file. uh, this is the file. This is the sample file where you can see that how to load CSV file using Numpy. The Numpy uses use gen from txt method to read CSV file. Here you can see that hashtag load CSV. This is the command. But import numpy LP. Here we import the file, import numpy in our project. Then file name. File name is a variable, and after that, data for CSV. This is the file name that we created in Excel. This file is read by using file name variable. Then np.gen from text and the variable. First time we write here variable name, that file name, and then delimiters, that comma. Okay. So when numpy reads the Excel file, the numpy that put Excel file in the array format. So to delimit that, it means to separate that every value or every column or the column value, we use delimiter as comma. And skip header one. This is the this is this is method to use, or this is method to use the topmost row, that it sometime we write their column name, or sometime we write there something about that entire table. So that particular row will uh, skip using skip header, and that the one is defined as row number. And you can say that the data for first, this is CSV file contains the some values that 2600 and 55,000 55 5 lakh and 50,000, like that. After that, this is second example, that import pandas as PD. This means using pandas, how to load data using pandas library. Okay. So the first statement is import pandas as PD. Then df is a variable, and pd dot read csv. This is a method. Data for first is also a file that generated from Excel sheet. Then df, we are showing that file. So we are going to learn this practically. Uh, where is that? So this is the Anaconda Navigator. From here, we need to take Jupyter. We are waiting to launch Jupyter. Okay. From Jupyter, from this side, we need to take a new file as Python 3 file. We are going to code in Python. After that, we need to create, or we have to have some, we need some files. It means CSV files to read something, or to uh, get file from Excel sheet. So we are going to create a file. I already take some data. We will copy this. Okay. And we are going to save this. So you need not to take care of saving the file at any location, because if we give the file location in the in our coding, so it will take. But to avoid some errors and all that, I am going to save this file where my Jupyter notebook file, it means where my this file will save. So this file is saved in user folder. Where is my user? So in my C drive there is user. Recently I am signed in using Pawan, so I am saving my file in this folder. So I will give some order name. Okay, order dot. So dot csv, not we need not to take, we can select from this dot csv format. Okay, so this is dot csv format and save. Okay, yes. So we are created our csv file. So now we are going to implement using pandas. So the first line we need to write here, import libraries. Okay, so we are import pandas as pd. Okay, we have imported our pandas file. Then we have to take one variable to just show our file. So we have take what? Okay, file name is equals to, so we use pandas as pd. So pd dot read csv, this is the method to read csv file. In this we need to use this file name, like order dot csv, and we will run it. Okay, there is no error. Then we are going to declare file name, and we will run this. So this is our file from csv, the same file that is we are uh, created here. This will show you here. Okay, so we are going to implement one another method, that drop column method, using pandas in this. So you will clear more. Okay, to drop that, to do that, we will use new file name or new variable, that is new file. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Pawan, you are audible.
Okay, okay. So file name dot drop. So new file, this is the variable to store the new file, and the file name. This file name, this is variable where our order.csv, this file is saved. This Excel file is saved using file name, and we are going to drop one column from that file name. So we use file name dot drop, and there are from which column we are, which column from file name we are drop. So we will drop unit. Okay, units. Okay, it is units, and we are going to mm, define axis from where you will drop. Okay, so axis is columns. Okay, we will run this. Okay, there is no problem. And if we see the new file, so the new file should drop one column, that is units column. Okay, you can see here in above the unit column. Okay, this units column is present, but in this new file there is no any unit column. So we can implement the how to read and how to load file. We see here in pandas, and we see theory also for the same in this as numpy, and this is the panda. Okay, thank you. Any question? If everyone has any question, you can ask.
Yeah, all are kindly requested to ask your questions. Keep this is interactive.
Yes, sir. Any question like any syntax and all that you can ask me.
I have one question. Is that
Okay.
possible to you can read the PDF file like that? I have one PDF file, and in that PDF file have one table, and in that table
Uh,
have some
I can hear.
data.
I can't.
Is it audible? My voice?
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
read a
Now you are audible.
PDF file?
PDF file.
Is that
No,
possible?
sir.
Suppose I taken the PDF file, and in that PDF I have one table, and in that table have the information. So can I read?
In I have not seen since I am practicing the pandas. I have not seen any time that read PDF in any method that read PDF. But I need to check out for this, and I will check. I will check anywhere, and I will answer you in, I think,
Okay,
in next
thank you.
session. But I am not seen yet.
Anybody else? Any questions? Thank you, Pawan. Nice
Okay, no question.
presentation.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
sir. Thank you,
Siddharth.
everyone.
Question, yeah. Uh,
Okay, I'm going
and
to
thanks
stop my
for the
presentation.
live demonstration. It was really helpful to all the students.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next presenter, please. Vaibhav Kulkarni. Is there Vaibhav?
No, sir.
Deepak? No. Is there Deepak? Deepak Ugale?
No, sir.
No. Is there Sheikh Samiruddin? Sandika Gosavi? Nehal Sayed? Sheikh Samiruddin? Sandika Gosavi? Nehal Ahmed Sayed? Anybody else who have prepared having PPT wanted to give seminar today? If you wish, you can give. Just let me know your name. Yes, anybody please? No one? On 10th we have seminar of Amani, Nishita Deglur, Nisha Deglur, these three, plus Kakade Puja and Kulkarni Vaibhav. Okay, thank you very much to all of you, and thanks for both the presenter for your nice presentation. See you tomorrow. I'll share this today's recorded with
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Yes.